Really proud of our team. This was a really good win versus a very scrappy Vanderbilt team. So thought we were efficient offensively. We did what we needed to do on the defensive end, got enough stops, and just really proud of our team. I thought we had a great outlook going in, great attitude, good focus, and I think it showed during the game.
Questions for Coach? Cora?
Just after having such a close result against South Carolina Thursday, how do you feel like maybe that provided some momentum for today's game, and how motivated was this team to kind of make a statement and get back on track?
Yeah, I think we've had a really good week. I've talked about it a lot. The practices leading up to Arkansas, the practices leading up to South Carolina, the practices leading up to Vanderbilt. Actually, I think we've been in a really good space. Obviously, we go 2-1. We'd like to have had that other one, but in terms of our focus and how well we were locked in, I was proud of that. So I think we've had quite a bit of carryover this week.
We'll go next to Casey in the back.
Coach, that first quarter you guys shot 77%. Just what were you liking about the looks and the accuracy that you were able to get?
Yeah, I thought we played with really good pace and we moved the ball. Folks shot with confidence. I thought, I'll have to go back and look, but I felt like we had it spread around a little bit, found the open man and knocked the shot down.
Go next to Caleb.
Joel, how nice is it to have a good shooting performance today after not shooting as well against South Carolina?
Yeah, I think it's really nice, but I think it's just, credit to getting back in the gym, seeing shots go in, getting extra work in. But like Coach said, with JP here, our PG, slicing and dicing, looking for the skip passes, but also my teammates making an extra pass, and then me just shooting it with confidence goes with it.
Ryan.
Kelly, you talked about how it might be kind of a challenge to get the legs under the team again after South Carolina. How were you able to make sure that wasn't a factor tonight?
Well, we were really intentional about the last couple of days. We limited their time on the court. We watched film on Friday and did a lot of recovery on Friday. And our athletic training staff, hats off to them because they do an excellent job with these players. And then, I thought Saturday we were pretty efficient in practice on Saturday. We didn't have to get up and down too much. And then we didn't get up this morning and go to a shoot-around. So we were really intentional about the last couple of days and knowing that one of the most important things we could do is come into this game as fresh as possible. We had a few people whose legs got a little tired a little quicker than normal, but I think that's to be expected.
Cora and then Casey.
Jasmine, Kelly's talking about the practices and the preparation, how it's carrying over. Is there anything about this last week that kind of stood out to you or maybe felt different about those practices that's kind of led to these last few games?
I would just say our focus coming into practice and starting out good. I think in both our South Carolina and Vanderbilt game, we came out and punched first. And I think that started in practice, coming in, being focused, locked in on the game plan, being efficient, like she said. I think that's the one thing that stood out to me.
Casey.
Coach, was there any area of the game where you felt like that fatigue from playing 3 games and playing South Carolina on Thursday really set in?
I thought a little bit of that second quarter. I thought we were a little bit slow in that second quarter. Maybe couldn't quite get to a loose ball. We got pretty stagnant on offense in that second quarter, and that's usually with us when you see if we're tired, we're usually standing. And so we tried to make some adjustments to manufacture some movement in the second half.
Cora.
Joel, this team kind of went through a lot of its early tests without Ricky in the lineup this season, and then you add her back in, and then you have those tests on the road again in SEC play, and it feels like this team is hitting its stride altogether now. Is there anything that sticks out about maybe the losses in SEC play that have kind of led to you guys hitting your stride now?
Yeah, I think that we've just learned from our losses. Going into the SEC, we know each game is going to be a hard game, whether it's on the road or at home. And even though there were a few games that we lost that were close, we learned from it, we watched film, and we got better from it. So now when we face those moments, we're calm, we're poised, we've been here, and we know how to attack it.
Caleb.
Coach, you called a timeout at the end of that second quarter. I know you mentioned it in passing just then. What was the adjustment made in that timeout, and what did you see happen on the court for Vanderbilt to end on a scoring drive?
Yeah, I thought we were, again, kind of goes back to what I said earlier. I thought we were a little stagnant offensively. I thought we were starting to get a little frustrated. on the offensive end. At the same time, we weren't quite getting stops. So it was more of a reset, encourage them, maybe give them a few sets to look at and dial them back in. It wasn't a timeout to rip anybody. It was a timeout to settle them down and get their confidence back.
Cora.
Kelly, just how do you feel about where this team is right now, and that timeout you're talking about, getting them back on track and the way they responded? Just how do you feel about where they are right now, and being able to build like 3 games in a row, really?
Yeah, I'm really excited about where we are. I mean, playing with really good confidence and really good understanding of what it needs to look like. I think we're playing together. We had 15 assists and 12 turnovers, so that's a good number for us to be on the positive side. And I just think there's still growth to be had, and that's exciting for me. Because now that growth can be some X's and O's, because I think we've played with really good focus and really good toughness, and we're playing hard. I think we're doing a lot of things that are necessary to win basketball games.
Kelly.
How important, Coach, is this bye week late in the SEC
Oh.
season? What's the focus going into this week, and then what do you hope to get out of it?
3 games in 7 days. It's nice to follow that up with a bye week. They need it. Coaches probably need it. Managers need it. Everybody does. It's been a long 7 days with those 3 games, and so, I know what I ask them to do is, rest, recover, but also understand, come back at this level, and. It's a good. I think it's good. It's a good feeling to go into a bye week off of a win, and I think that's really important.
Ryan, and then Cora.
After just 7 points off the bench against South Carolina, how nice was it to be able to utilize the bench more tonight?
Yeah, I thought we had some players come in and do some nice things, whether it make a shot, get a drive, get the rebound. We played a lot of people think we needed to today to spread that around. I thought Jillian came in, gave us some big minutes. Tess, and Kaya, everybody went in, did some good things for us.
Cora.
Jasmine Rakia talked about Thursday how previous 2 games she'd been had a little bit able to snap out of that, and built on that today. Obviously, just in terms of this team success, how crucial is just Rakia being able to play free and be that consistent kind of baseline for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's important for not only Kia but all of our players to stay confident in themselves. I think that Kia, like she said before, she was in her head a little bit, but she just needed to see the ball go through. She needed to get in the gym and get back to what she normally does, which is work extremely good work ethic, and just seeing the ball go through. I think that when she gets on the court, it really opens up for everybody else. So when she can stay consistent and stay efficient, whether it's a double or a single, I think that is really good for our team as far as her, because not only is she a good scorer, but she's a great passer as well. So when she's on, everybody else is on as well.